60s child.
As I said earlier, at the end of the week it's Easter, and I've been having an idea that you can make for an Easter tea party. But of course, when you think of Easter, you always think of eggs, and this is my idea. Well, it looks exactly like an ordinary egg, doesn't it? But inside here, there is in fact solid jelly. And if you're wondering how I did that, I'll show you. The idea is to take an ordinary egg like this and to make a hole in it so that you can blow it. I've got to have a rather large basin to do that, and pierce the egg with a sharp needle like this, or something very sharp, and it's a very tiny hole, as you can see, and if you put your pin quite a long way in, you'll break the egg. And again, the same the other end, and you make this one just a little bit bigger, because this is the end that you're going to get the, there we are, going to get the egg to come out of. Oops, I've broken rather a lot of it. That's a pity. I haven't got another one, unfortunately. That's why you've got to be very careful, but I'll show you how you blow it anyway. Through the very narrow hole, you blow like this. And there it goes. And blow until it's all out, and you can then run some water through the end and just clean the mess out inside. And of course you don't have to waste the egg in the bowl. You can use it for scrambled eggs or cakes or anything like that. And you can do several of these eggs at once. And you then, and don't forget of course it's not supposed to be cracked as mine is. Oops, slippery now too. You then cover the end with a bit of sticky tape. That's just to cover the tiny hole at the end that you blew through. And the other end goes in there like that. And in fact I have got a nice clean one here which I think I'm going to use instead. There, one that I have already put some water through. And I've made quite a large hole here, as you can see, and that goes in there, and you then mix up some jelly. And I've got some lovely red jelly in here. You get all the instructions on a packet, and you'll find that one packet will fill about 6 ordinary sized eggs. And this again hasn't got, it should have a bit of sticky tape at the bottom. There we are. Otherwise of course it will just run straight through into the egg cup. And you fill this up right the way up to the top like that, and it doesn't matter if it runs over slightly, that means it's full in fact. You then put this away somewhere to set really nice and firmly, and here's one that has set already. And you then break it very gently, as you would do with an ordinary hard-boiled egg, and you begin to peel it off. And if you can get the skin like that at the same time, just as you do with a hard-boiled egg, it's very much easier to get it off. But you have to be very careful not to pierce the jelly. There it is. And you ease all this. I'm doing it fairly quickly, but it does pay to take a little bit more time on this, and then you won't damage your egg. Like that. Another thing that's a very good idea to do, of course, is to mix your jelly up double strength, and then you'll be quite sure that you won't get wobbly eggs. And there, the last bit off, like that, and there is the jelly egg. And I have got a great plate full of jelly eggs here already, all in different colours. And of course you can get lots of different colours in jelly, and it looks very splendid, like that. Well, it looks much more exciting if you can put your eggs into a nest of jelly. And you mix up a bowl of jelly like this, mash it up with a fork, break it up, put it into a dish, and you can mash it up as much as you like, of course, spread it out, and put your eggs into this. And if you can stand them upright, they look very effective, like that. And another one, and finally you can then finish off with a lovely dollop of cream, which you can get out of a forcing bag like that. And you can make very splendid designs all the way round your eggs, and you can have far more than that, of course. And there you are, a very delicious idea, I think, for an Easter tea. Certainly be very nice for tea on Easter Day indeed. But I have actually heard of some people who had them for breakfast.